And we are back. It's day 2. Oh, zombie, right away. We are back. It's episode 2 of season 1. So we started yesterday. This is sort of where we... Whoa, hello. This is where we ended up. And today we said we need to get to bed. We need to go fishing because we are starving. And we should do some exploring because we might have found a cave or cave system, or it's just a little bit of a hole in the ground. And I think it's time to continue to chop down trees. Yesterday the big question was shop or shop, and I think we should start building because this was very temporary just to get us started, but now we are sort of in need of somewhere to live for real, and we need to ensure that we have a food source, and I think that's going to be fishing. And we should continue, if we have the time, to build on our mine so we can get more iron, and with iron we can build better tools. And I need to do like this because they are a bit too high, right? I would want to have some scaffolding, so we would need to build a boat and go some exploring as well. But for now, this just have to do, because... Oh, there is a sheep. Did we have any iron? I need to check if we have enough iron to do a shear. So even if we haven't built the pen yet, at least we can start to shear them. Yes, we do. Perfect. I think that's going to be worth it. We don't need to have 2 bows. Let's save that one if we need to build a dispenser further down. Spruce log, I'll bring some oak saplings. I didn't find any spruce saplings yet. And like that, I think we are good to go. So let's go fishing and let's go hunting for food. And hopefully, because I mean the big one when going fishing, of course, without the experience, is that if we are extremely lucky, we could end up with an enchantment book for Fortune 3. I didn't bring one, and we don't have enough iron, so I guess that's it. No more tree chopping for a while, because we need to go mining before we can finish that. I mean, we want Fortune 3 as soon as possible, because if we can have Fortune 3, then we can go mine for diamonds, and if we have diamonds with a Fortune 3 pickaxe, we are pretty much set. The rate we will gather resources will be exponential. So we want that enchant. But before we do that, we need... Oh, there you are. It's a mountain sheep. Okay. Hello. Come on. Why are you so slow? No. Down, you two. Thank you. And I guess you already knew that. Of course, you can use shears on sheeps to get their wool, and all they have to do is eat some grass and their fur will grow back. So, but we don't need the bed yet, because we will need some fishing. And I think this will be a good spot. We can have a fairly good view on what's going to happen behind us. So let's make some fishing. It's not the most fun thing to either do or watch, but we need food. We need a lot of food. And if we are extremely lucky, we will end up with a really good fishing pole. And with a better fishing pole, we will catch more fish faster, and we will have the chance, of course, a higher chance of getting more enchantment books. We could also get, of course, the best fishing rod in the game and the best bow in the game from fishing. That would be a better way. What the... Why didn't it pick up that? And that's also... Let's go into the water doing some fishing. It's gonna be safer. Yep. It's better resource than to sort of start to trade for enchantment books to put on a fishing rod. Because I mean... No, it wasn't anything better. It's gonna be some fuel at least. There is some drowned. Come on, let's give us some food. I mean, the upside of fishing this early in the game is, of course, that everything we catch gonna be food. So it's not like if spending 2 or 3 days fishing for a name tag, for example. You need that name tag for a zombie for a curing station or something like that. You can be fishing for 3 days straight just to get one name tag. So at least every time we catch something, we can eat it. And we desperately need that food. And I think if we fish until it's dark, there's some string as well. We can also hopefully find that sheep on the way up. Oh, there is iron. We need to go and mine that. We can also shear that sheep on the way up, and we should finally have enough wool to build our bed. Because, I mean, as early as possible, you should get that bed. That means we can sleep off the nights and we don't have to fight zombies all the time. And that's going to be good for the level. To keep that down for a bit. But also, if we haven't slept for 3 days, you know what's going to hit us from above, right? I keep calling them birds, but they're not birds. But I actually forgot the name. But you know, the evil things keep going down. So you're gonna end up dead. And we don't want that. There's a cow. We're gonna need to start breeding cow as soon as we have enough wheat. But I mean, we have 3 wheat plants currently. Those 3 will hopefully be 5 or 6 seeds by the time we grow them, as well as some food. Those seeds, those 5 will become 8, 8 will become 16, and so on. And eventually we're gonna have a little bit of a wheat farm. Oh, it's almost time to go to bed. We have 7 fishes. That's gonna be enough for a little while. But I think that once it's daytime again, I think we need to redo this for more or less an entire day of Minecraft sunlight. That's about, is it 20 minutes? If you know, please tell me in the comments. If it's 20 minutes for a sort of day cycle in Minecraft Bedrock. It's not much at least, but it's going to be probably 20 minutes fishing as soon as we wake up. But we also need to find a sheep for that bed, because we have 2 wool and it's 3 for the bed, right? So we need to find 1 more sheep. It's going to be the last fish we catch. So come on, give us a fish or something good. Here we go. Time to go back before we end up dead. We don't even have enough food to actually make it all the way up, I think, without actually having to eat raw fish. And we preferably want to. And before we go up, let's do this so we are ready if we need to catch that sheep while we are running. Come on. This is not good for the stamina to keep jumping up. I can hear the skeletons. Ouch. He's actually, I jumped into him. That's not very bright. Do we have anything to eat? No. This is scary. I can't find any sheep. Oh, it's actually still up there. Yeah, bam, you two. Do we have another sheep? No, we don't. There they are. Whoa. It's been 3 days. Crap. Like that. So let's cook some fish straight away, because we need to eat. And then we need to find, probably try to get the sheep down somehow so it can eat some grass. And if it can eat some grass, it will grow the fur back. We can shear it. And if we shear it, we can make that bed. Because we desperately need some sleep now. Oh, finally. More food. More food. More food. More food. Can you cook a tropical fish? No, you can't. But you can cook salmon. So puffer fish. I have some copper. I haven't used copper yet. And we have some spruce saplings. We don't need the birch. I'm actually gonna wait planting some oak. We need more spruce logs, because that's what we are using when we are building, right? Can get rid of that for now. I don't need that in the inventory. I think this is how we need it equipped. We need the blocks like this, and there you have one more cooked salmon. There we have those. Let's search for bed, because I can't remember. Yeah, 3 wool. 3 wool and some wooden blocks. So we need to find a sheep. And it's standing there, but it will not grow its fur back without actually having a grass block and the ability to eat. And there we have so many mobs, skeletons. So I had a plan. I've sort of thought a little bit about this area since yesterday. I don't want to sort of go out from this illusion of safety, but my thought is that in this wall, we actually gonna make sort of the entrance to a mountain home. And on this side here, not sure if we can see it, so let's do like this. Hope no mobs is actually gonna see us. On this side here, I want to build a staircase. Here comes the skeleton. Come on, I'll kill you. Haha, haha. It's not the prettiest home, but it's what we got currently. So back to what we were. It's so strange. It's so bugged like that. So I think we should build, oops, creeper, a staircase up like this, and on sort of like 5, 6, 7 blocks up, we should start to sort of create some sort of wooden building structure. I picture some pillars and some depth. So we can have one entrance into either some separate buildings here, but more likely I would want to have like an entrance here, maybe an entrance or a second level sort of going recessed into the mountain here. Could almost start to use this sort of shape here. And I think that if we sort of mine all the way through, we can sort of connect this building with second floor here. I also picture some sort of ledge or pathway sort of on the wall. I think that would be plausible, and that should go into this area we explored yesterday. We should build something similar to this, not equal but similar, and that should also connect to sort of what we would call the main building. So maybe we will have like enchantment room up here, brewing house here. We should have our main sort of building with our bed here, and then we can have like, yeah, furnaces and stuff like that. And on the outside, I think it would be having some like wheat, and then maybe even some our other crops. And we should make some pens for some cows, and there are a lot of skeletons. I would want to have to find a spawner as well. So I think we could sort of turn this into like a little bit of a mountain village area. So with that said, we should be more or less safe as we are waiting for daylight to decide if and how we should make this into, let's call it a mountain entrance. I think it should be on this level. That way we can have a little bit of a staircase down, or we just need to fill this in. But I mean, we don't have that much stone, and cobblestone isn't that pretty, to be honest. So we would need to make more stone as well. But I think this could be a nice area. It could be plausible for sort of a mountain home. I also have some coffee with me, so if you hear me slurping, I apologize. It's me drinking coffee. It's not even 10 a.m. here, and I'm Swedish, and I actually slept really badly this past night, so I am in dire need of coffee. So I think to make this work, we would want to have some wooden pillars, like a plausible structure. But I also think that we should sort of use maybe stairs and slabs to sort of cover it up a little bit. I'm not sure if I can explain it. I would of course need to show it, but let's say you have, like, here you would have a wooden pillar, and then you can add a wood, like a stair on top of that. That means you can sort of start to cover it up. We could cover up part of it here. That way it would feel like we sort of built something recessed into the mountain. I think that would look good. And we need to work with odd numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This hole is 6, so we have 5. We need to decide. Oh, we can start go fishing soon. Pillar, and if we have a pillar here and a pillar there, so we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I think this is where we need to. If I had a pillar here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pillar, that would work. So should we do that in spruce or oak? If we do oak, we need to start to plant a lot more oak. I think spruce logs. I'm actually gonna try this. 1, 2, and I think probably 5 tall. And we need iron, of course, to make another. Let's see if we can get rid of that. I just need to work with what we got, so let's make a stone axe for now. That way we can do it like that. That will look good. That way we can have like an entrance going into like this. And we need depth, so we should mine out behind it. Now it's time to go fish. We can do this when it's dark, and we need to find more wool. That way we can start to sleep finally. And I think, just for sort of knowing where we are, I want to add this as well. Why? No! Wrong location. So bad. Oh well. Like that. Then we actually have started, finally, to sort of build on our home. I'm actually gonna leave these here in case we die. We have some. We're making stone. We have made some stone. Let's leave that as well. Leave the bone. We have a cooked salmon. We have a little bit of food. So it's time to go back down again for more fishing. And oh, we have wool. Here we go. A bed. Finally. Bed on you too. No, you didn't. Let's... Oops, sorry. Let's push it down. Did I kill it? No, I killed it. Amateur. I killed the sheep that we needed. I thought it would actually survive. Oh no. I also think it's time to actually... Let's not... There you are. Hello. Thank you. Die. I think we should also start to accumulate some leaves, because we're gonna use leaves for decoration, of course. Oh, I can hear you. Where are you? There you are. Let him come to us. Ow! Ow! Can you come here instead? No, don't kill the sheep. Oh, they are in our old hole. That's... Oh, he's killing the spider. Now they're killing his... Oh, Jesus. What the hell happened here? That's not good. On flesh. We need to cover that hole up. There are so many of them. So, what happened here? Yeah. Is this our hole? Yes, it is. Well, bummer. That's not smart. That was like a mob trap. I'm not sure if we're gonna need all this dirt later on, but we can always get more dirt, of course. I can hear a spider. Will I have time? Let's cover this hideout. There you are. Ow. They are aggressive. Jesus. And now I use that word again. Are you allowed to say Jesus? I believe in diamonds. Okay, I think this will have to do. And we lost... Where's the sheep? Did he jump down? Hey, where's the sheep? Oh well. Maybe there will be no fishing today. There he is. No more mobs. I want wool. Down you two. Thank you for the wool. And there we have iron when we need more iron, of course. And we are out of blocks. Oh, I think it's so much faster when you don't have scaffolding to work with dirt. It's quick to set up and it's easy to take down. Oh, this is a nice... Quite a lot of iron. Thank you for that. We need more stones. Oh, it's even more iron. Oh, 2 more. Yes, thank you. That's it. That means we can make another axe, and we have a little bit of a pickaxe. I'm gonna take some dirt with me because we need that in case we run into an enderman or need some shelter, or we just need to go uphill somewhere. Yeah. Oh, oh, sorry. Wrong action bar. So, now we have wool enough for your bed. Nice one. We need more logs. That's it. And we forgot the spruce. Oh well. Hopefully we will get some from these leaves, so we'll keep that. And here we have more. I usually like to just plant them in the same spot, because we know they will grow, and there that one hasn't grown, so let's move that to here. If we save the bottom one for spruce, it's usually not high enough for you can actually reach it, and then that way we will save max on our tools. No unnecessary sort of digging dirt. So if we jump on here, we should be able to reach. They're still fairly short. That we did actually plant quite a few spruce here. That's nice. Just hope them actually drop some. Do we need this yet? Oh well, we have this share, so why not? Could be nice for decoration as it spreads, so if we have one, we can make more. So, are they dropping there? You have one. We have one sapling. One is back. Hopefully it will drop more. And we have some vines we can use for decoration. I think for a mountain base, which we just, by coincidence, that's where we spawned. I think we would need to eventually find some moss to do some mossy cobblestone and some mossy stone bricks. Because that's plausible and that will be needed in the design. But I mean, finding moss isn't that easy. We need to find a lush cave, and yeah, I think we are quite a few days into this season before we can even considering finding a moss block and actually use it. And eventually we will gonna need bone meal, so we're gonna need to find some source of bone meal. Hopefully we could use maybe, I mean, if we are really lucky, we could find a skeleton spawner, but I mean, it's not like you can order that up. If we find the skeleton spawner, then we will have XP, we will have arrows, which will also be good for sort of end game trading hall, but it will be good for actually our offense as well. So offense, like shooting creepers, we need arrows. And let's plant there. That's gonna grow. We had one there. Here, see, leaves will disappear by itself if we get rid of. That's an iron block. If we chop down all, I'll crouch, that way we don't fall down. Here we have some iron, and we have more iron. Thank you for that. There we go, even more, thank you. Oh, could use do something with that. Let's clean that up because it's gonna look good. Oh, I think also before we close for more wool. Thank you. Grass. We need more seeds. Oh, no seed. It's getting dark. I think it's about time to call it a night, and we're gonna go make a bed. Yay! Yeah, bat. Are you? You're a fast one, right? Move? Yep, I hear you. You're gonna be part of our future farm, creeper. That's our cue to go. There it is. I hate them. Like that. And we have some wooden blocks. I'll continue using birch. Where's the bed? White bed. Or a brown bed. White bed. And we're gonna end up dead just trying to sort the inventory. That would be fun. Wool. Yeah. We're already sort of starting to fill up one full chest. 9 arrows, that's nice. We have a spare of those. I think we're gonna save a little bit of cobblestone because we need that for texturing as well. Let's put the bed down and call it a night. Bed is too far away. Respawn, and we officially have our respawn spot, and we have slept. And that lovely sound of what I refer to as the birds, and they are disappearing. So, that feels a lot safer, doesn't it? We need to start smelting that iron, so... Okay, we're out of fuel. So let's chop some more birch as well. Right click, splits it in half. So right click. I don't need to right click that, but what should we sacrifice? Okay, we have birch logs. I'm not sure if logs actually burns better than wood, but that's what we currently gonna use. We got 1 seed more. That's nice. Got some fish. We are gonna make some iron, so let's leave that in there. I'll leave the stone as well. We have the logs. I'm gonna continue working that. I think we need to go back fishing. And this actually looks promising, right? I would say I could hear... Oh. Yep. We have 3 wheat, 5 seeds, so... We're gonna start from the water source like that. And with wheat, we can start to grow cows, so we should probably just make a little bit of a temporary pen somewhere around here. I think I'll just start to get some seeds from the grass here as well. I mean, I know I'm destroying it. All these sharp, like 3 or even 2 blocks height doesn't look good. But we can always fix that later. Our priority now is to start to sort of make some areas for keeping some animals, because we have wheat. I'm actually going to use the wheat for animals, and we can use the fish for ourselves, right? So let's actually use some of that oak, because I think I will want to use oak fences for design later on. So let's try not to sort of waste resources. That's the main purpose this early. We need some sticks, some fences, and a gate. That should just be enough, right? Should of course make a door, but I want to keep this temporary. I don't want to waste anything, and let's start building that. So as soon as we have a few blocks in there, we can sort of build from there. So we are oak fence. I'm not sure. They would probably just drop on us. So let's get rid of that. Like so. So it's not pretty, but it's gonna work. Like that. Perfect. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Could we find that cow again, maybe? Moo? Where are you, Mr. Moo? Where are a cow when you want one? You can find them when you don't, but you can't find them when you... Oh, we forgot to build. Yes, we did. Baggin'. Come here. Yep. You, come here. Stop being a mountain sheep and come over here, right? Yep. Oh, that's nice. Come, bye. They're cute. I think they're cute. Not that bright. Thank you. So, we have collected our first animal, and whoa! we have zombie, so let's eat that first, so we can sort of counter the effect of the rotten flesh with the real food. So I'm gonna use the salmon first. Save up an inventory space. We have iron, so we're gonna need more tools. Wing. Thank you for the XP. So we're gonna need a shovel. And we're gonna need an axe. That's nice to have a spare. I think like that, right? So let's clear the inventory again. We don't need to carry that and that. This is actually for downstairs, if we can have some time while going down fishing to actually get some work done on the mine as well. So save that. And like that, and the fishing. I think we need at least one bow with us as well, like that. And let's go back down, and if we find a cow, we're gonna bring that with us. And where's the coffee? There's the coffee. Really? Bear? Bear on you too? Hello? Level 19 already. It's been fast. We are played for about 2 hours now. That made me a white one. Bah. Let's save that wheat for cows, if we find one. Always be equipped with the right things in your inventory. Oh, and we have more wood. Let's keep chopping down some wood. Chop, 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 chop. I want to shop for some wood, and I want to chop some wood. Word of wisdom. So, hopefully we have some saplings when we come back up, because I think I've said let's go down to our mine and do some fishing for a lot of times now. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna move this here. So let's go down to the river. Can't remember who that is. That Bruce Springsteen, maybe? Yes, I'm that old. Oh, more sheep. I think I'm gonna leave that sheep here. Oh, we build a crafting table. We actually could. I think this looks better. We said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then more logs. I'm just gonna put them here so we have marked where we left off. Easier to remember. And that means that it's gonna be there. Yeah. Could be actually look nice. I'm not sure if I did that. Down. Probably too high as well. Yep. Will come down when we do this. Really. Stop playing with me. Like that. And the reason actually why I position it like that, I mean, if you put up a pole, of course, it needs to support a beam. You can't have the pole all the way up and then the beam. It wouldn't be plausible. So this is how you would build it if we actually use logs. And we need to stay sort of true. So I think this will work as a nice entrance to the mine. And we should start to cover that up with more dirt further down. And hopefully maybe some more seeds. I kind of like the grass, but we need more seeds. Firstly, seeds does it there? One. C doesn't like us. Nice flowers. We need those. They are really nice. Decoration. Add some color to a build. More seeds. Thank you for that. No, we're not getting more seeds. Come on, just a few more. We'll make the... There's one. Wheat farming a little bit more effective. Like that. And it's almost night. It goes so quick. Let's make at least a few more. We need more food. And I need more coffee. It's so good with coffee. So what are your drink of preference? Coffee, tea, water, Coke, beer? I guess it depends on the age, right? So if you have a specific flavor of coffee or any specific beverage that you prefer when you play or watch Minecraft, let me know. I would really want to know, actually. For me, it's coffee and carbureted water. I drink 2 or 3 liters of carbureted water every day. I'm addicted. Oh, a pig. Do we need a pig? Maybe. Does pigs eat wheat or like potatoes? Because we don't have any potatoes. There's a skeleton. It's night. I think we're gonna try to stay out here in the water until we get sort of attacked by someone. As long as we are actually catching any fish, I think we are safe to be here. Oh no, an enderman. They're scary. It's nice to have full health and full stamina again. We will probably need at least 10 cooked fishes more just to stay afloat for a day or 2 more. Yep. Let's keep fishing. So we need to build on the mine and we need to build on our home. I mean... Oh, hello. Do you like the fish? Are you catching anything except death? I think that it's kind of I mean, we need to build partially. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's early game. We are a few hours into the game, two and a half hours only. So I mean, we can't sort of expect to be able to sort of just keep building for days, because we will not have enough resources. But I think also sort of put down like 4 logs for a beam, and then you need to wait for 24 hours until you have logs enough. It's just it's hard to stay creative that way, and it's no fun sort of jumping back and forth. So I think that these first few hours, and which would probably be the first few episodes, going to be a lot focused, not only, but focused around sort of planting trees and growing resources. Because the quicker we can sort of accumulate resources, the faster we can start to build something that actually looks good from start. And I mean, it's so loud, the splashing, sorry. I need to adjust. Hello, Rippy the Lizard. Nice to meet you. How are you? So we are fishing. We are just sort of started this world. So we spawned, I think, here. And we spent yesterday sort of going a little bit of an exploration around the area, and we decided somewhere up here we actually have sort of a hollow into the cave system, and we decided to let's try to build a little bit of a mountain base. I've never built that, and I mean I'm really new at this game, so I've sort of done some houses, and I think I can build a pretty decent looking house, but I have no clue on how to build a good looking mountain base. And I'm playing on Windows, so this is Bedrock. So Bedrock Windows. And I use PC, so no controller, so it's mouse and keyboard for me. I think I'm a keyboard jockey by profession. I spend most of my days behind the keyboard, so I'm just not comfortable using a controller. Oh, nice. Do you play for a long time? And I mean, I started streaming yesterday, and it's the first time streaming to YouTube, and the first time I stream Bedrock, so I've actually no plan and hardly any clue what I'm doing. So feel free to make any wish what you want me to do. Currently, we are sort of just trying to accumulate a little bit of food because we have been starving since yesterday. Keyboard and mouse, yeah. I think it's quicker. I mean, I tried playing like on an iPad, and I would probably just end up dead from one mob because I just kept looking all over like this, and suddenly I was like having my back against the mob, so I was not comfortable. I want to join. Should I join your world? Yeah, maybe after I can join your world tomorrow. Would that work? I'm gonna stream for about an hour and a half, and then I need actually to continue with my job. But I would be really happy. Or or maybe you need help with something specific? Or do you want us to show us something? Let's go back up. And we have a creeper. I really don't like creepers. Hello, piggy. Pig. Yep. Enough on you. Should we bring another sheep? Yeah, let's try that. So this is where I sort of wanted to build like a pathway going down the mountain. I'm sorry, I haven't forgot about you. I just trying not to die here. So I'll jump back up and show you where we live without dying in the process. So come, sheepy. Yes. So here we need some sort of pathway because we can't, of course, jump back and forth. And what you saw sort of where the light is, that's sort of where I decided to start to build an entrance for a mine. Because I feel that, I mean, we are on Y85 here. It's kind of stupid having to sort of dig through 30 levels just before we started. So we decided to make a mine down. We could make a little bit of a port maybe later on. Spot a repeat command that spawned Ender Dragon. Oh, okay. So you want me to kill Ender Dragons? I can hardly chop woods without dying. Or is it just help you clear it? Ah, okay. Cool. I think that's gonna be just a little bit strange, sort of going with my stream into your world. But are you comfortable waiting for an hour? Then the stream's gonna be done, and I can help you for as long as you need. That I can promise. So no damage was made before BC of I turned entity griefing. Okay. I don't think I'm not even really understanding, but I think you sounds like you got it covered. More bear. Let's make more bear. So this is where we are currently living. Yeah. Look at this wonderful house. You can wait an hour. Oh, that's really nice. I'm not sure how to... Oh, that's a lot of zombies. How we should sort that. Maybe you have my gamer tag. Should you mail me? Or come back in an hour on the stream, and we can end the stream, and I can follow you to sort of where... spider. This is sort of where we decided. I'm going to sort of start to build like an entrance into like a mountain house here. we decided that we want to build some stairs up here and sort of start some sort of structure here. I'm thinking pathway up on this level. So the second level on this house going to be connected to this. The pathway is going to make a building up here that's going to be connected here. And I also think actually if we dig through this, we will end up in a cave just like this on the other side. So it could be kind of cool to have like a big base in the mountain connecting this sort of cave with the cave on the opposite side. And if I can help you, it would be my pleasure. It's never fun sort of having something destroyed and having to sort of try to sort it by yourself. So I will of course do my best to help you. And if I can, I will. We have one more 2 seeds. Our little plants are growing. We need a cow as well, because we will eventually need leather. And I think that the sooner you start growing, this is what we have done for the first 2 hours of the game. So, and I think the sooner we start to grow cows, can we so breed cows, the faster we will have leather, and we're gonna need that leather as soon as we are sort of finding a village and trying to get some enchants. I can hear you. There you are. Yep. Hello. Dead. And we will need, we have 1 shovel, and we have an extra pick, so let's save on the iron. Let's not bring that with us, because then doesn't matter, if we die, we die. And we have some stripped, and we have some logs. So there we have logs. This, wood. I'm gonna bring the stripped so we can bring it with us back down. We have some food now, right? And let's bring some saplings, because we need more wood. Okay. Oh, that's not nice. Sounds like your friend are either not that nice, or maybe he's or she is young. I have a kid that plays Minecraft, he's like 9. It's my girlfriend's kid, but I mean, we are living together. And he can be like that. Okay, don't destroy anything now. No, I won't. But why are there no house left? Oh, I just wanted to chop it down, but then you're destroying. But oh, I'm sorry. Kids are kids. So we also said that we wanted to sort of start to cover. I mean, I'm 45, so I'm no kid. But you could probably tell that by the voice. We said that we sort of wanted to partially cover this structure up. And then I think, oh, he's 14, yeah. It's still not nice. You should never destroy anything, especially if you sort of, you were nice giving him permission, and then he sort of failed that trust. I think that's not nice. Hopefully it wasn't by intention. Maybe he just wrote some command because it was cool and it just got out of hand. Maybe he didn't want it to be actually mean doing it. Let's hope that. But as I said, if I can help you, I will help you. Do you stream Minecraft as well? Or are you a happy player? And thank you very much for watching. As I said, I just pressed stream yesterday. I have no preparations. I haven't decided what to build, where to build, what type of sort of... I even called it a season. I think that's only to give myself some pressure to actually continue streaming. Because I felt like I just needed something new when gaming. So I said, okay, I play alone, I play solo, I have no friends playing Minecraft, so I said, let's start streaming and maybe just talking to myself. And I'm actually surprised that someone actually found the stream this quick, so I'm really happy that you are here. They're entities. Oh, okay. So you need to sort of start running around hunting them, or... Ah, okay, Twitch. It's a harsh platform, I think. I streamed Final Fantasy for many years ago. I'm not sure if it's sort of comparable, but yeah, took a lot of time. Reason why I choose YouTube is I have a little YouTube channel where I speak about photography and videography. Ah, can't you use commands to get rid of them? Can't you can use the kill command, right? So you could write the kill command to kill the ender dragons. That should probably be the quickest. Kill all the ender dragons, because they're gonna respawn, right? Shouldn't that work? I know there is a kill command for specific entities, because I mean if you write kill and the and okay, there are so many dragons. Okay, I get it. But wouldn't your FPS be even worse if you get more people into the world? I'm sorry if I'm asking stupid questions. I'm just asking because I have no clue. I think should we have a common pillar? Probably that would make more sense. Ah, you turn them off. But if it's your world, if you turn them back on, and because you don't even need command blocks, right? If you have admin, you can just write, I mean, I hope you can see my chat. I mean, kill like that. And I think it's something like this, ender dragons. You should Google that. But I know that this is how you speak with the command. So kill all, but that would also make you commit suicide. And you don't need command blocks for that. You just need admin privileges. As I'm playing sort of locally on my computer, I could turn sort of, I mean, what do you call it? You turn sheets on, right? Ah, oh yeah, it might, because it will kill everything. But if you make a backup of the world, because that's always safer before you do anything, just back up the world, try it, and if that, if something sort of messes up, then you can just, yeah, load the world, the previous copy back up. Wouldn't that work? I'm not sure how we should do the second structure. I know there is a specific way to type in specific entities. So like kill and then this sign. You should be able in some way to speak to specific. I mean, you can't type drown, but there is a way to actually target a specific entity. And I mean, if you don't have any mini games targeting the ender dragons, you should be all right. But as I'm an amateur, I would never do anything I suggest without backing up your world, because that could, I mean, that could become ugly fairly quickly. Yeah, I could hear him. How do you get up? Oh, there you get up. Like that. So we are Sky Wars. What's that? Please explain. Sky Wars. Is that like a minigame or an add-on or something you created, or? I like the name Sky Wars. I have no clue what I'm currently doing, but I think eventually it's going to be some sort of house, and if we need a house, we need space, and if we need space, we should be safe to cut these blocks down. But I mean, we don't have silk touch, which means we don't have stone. We end up getting cobblestone when we are mining the stone. So the only way to sort of get blocks back would be to actually smelt the cobblestone back into stone, which of course is time consuming. So I'm trying to be fairly selective to what we are actually mining out here, because it will take so much time to sort of take and create blocks to put back. that would be, we need some sort of front side. I think that if we started using spruce, it could probably look nice using spruce and maybe oak. Let's check this out. Oak planks. Yeah, oak could look good. Or we could use... That tone is nicer than this tone. And I think oak is a little bit too aggressive. It's too light. And to be honest, if someone actually created a structure, like cut out a home, because I mean, they haven't added a mountain, they have taken away and created a house in the mountain, it would probably make more sense if they made that in stone, right? But I would also want to have some wood, because I think it would be more organic, and it's more materials. And the more materials we have, the more textures, the more colors, I think it will look better. So, oh, we have a lot of skeletons. I wonder, should probably light up this area more, because they keep ending up here all the time. So maybe it should be wood after all. But then, let's go check. Wood, craftable. We could do stripped birch wood, we could do stripped oak wood, but then we need to make stripped logs, right? And then from the logs we need to create the stripped wood, or is it the other way around? Create planks that's... Can you strip a plank? No, you can't, right? No, you can't. So we need the logs to create the stripped wood. So, stripped wood, stripped oak wood, I think oak wood. Then we could probably texture the oak wood with planks. That would probably make it look better. So then we're back to oak. And let's... Not sure if we actually have any oak logs. We do. So let's make it like this. And let's see what we can craft with the stripped oak. Minecraft. Time consuming to make any material, but we are having fun. That. And I'm just right clicking, of course, to take away the... What's the English word for that? Swedish would be bark. Like the cover on a tree. Barch? No, doesn't sound right. Can't even... I don't know the English word for that. So, could we craft anything? What's craftable? Stripped oak wood instead of stripped oak log. So 21 becomes 15. It is expensive, especially this early game, but I think it will be worth it. That means also we need to start, because we have 64 and 10. And we decided to make spruce in the mine. So I think we should start to probably do grow some saplings down outside the mine as well. So we don't have to run all the way up here every time we need some spruce saplings. And we should probably start to grow some oak saplings up here. I think that would probably make sense, right? And I think that's for anyone actually sort of watching this now or watching this back, what we decided already from start, because that's sort of how I am as a person, we said that we should build stuff that looks good. It should be functional and good looking from start. That means we don't want a square box made out of dirt. I know we have this here, but it's very temporary. So even the first house needs to be good looking and functional and almost end game worthy from start. That means that we're gonna need a lot of textures. And what I mean with texture is, if we make a floor, it can't just be stone. We need to texturize that with andesite, and we need some cobblestone, and we need some stone bricks, and it's going to be the same for wood. That means that's why we need to be very careful with the choice of materials, because if we add the wood like this, they are all sort of in the same direction. Just by adding one in another direction, we would have a different texture. But also, if we make, like, let's say we decide that it should be stripped oak wood like this, then by adding maybe a birch wood plank here, we have some texture, right? Maybe it doesn't look that good for just one, and that's too jello, but we could probably use the oak planks. That means it becomes texturized, and I think that looks so much better than just a flat surface of the same blocks. But that also means that we will end up with a lot of different types of materials from start, and that's gonna take time. So hopefully it will not make it boring to watch, because it will require a lot more time gathering resources just to ensure that we have enough materials to texturize and sort of add stuff from start, if that makes sense. I think the birch can go in here directly. We have some food. And yes, we need to go to bed so we get rid of all the mobs. We should add some oak planks. We need to make a door here as well. So we are actually, look, I think that looks fairly good. I would want to have actually one more texture or structure into that before we are done, but I think we need a door. Wonder what door would be the best one. So let's check doors. Take this for craftable, that will show us all the doors, and we could only do oak, then we have windows, or we can do a spruce, and then we don't have windows. And I think spruce doors as well as spruce trapdoors, I mean, they are the way to go. It looks better. And as always, we get 3 no matter how we do it. So we're gonna need more oak. So I'm gonna take away the saplings right away. So we're gonna need to plant those. I think we should bring those. We don't need this. We have an extra mine pick. We have an extra shovel. Probably could just directly make an iron axe as well. Like that. The shear is good to go for another. We don't need a million dirt blocks. So, but I think we could make more stone. We're gonna need the stone. Stone's gonna look good. Oh, let's not watch him. But I'm gonna kill him. So let's make a little bit of a roof and say hello. There he is. Come here. Yep. Come here. I think this is the fastest and safest and easiest way to early game kill Enderman. Make a roof at block 3, 2 blocks high. They are 3 blocks high. They can't reach you. And just have some patience and slap them around just until they're dead. It's safe, it's fast, and we already have 3 ender pearls. Is it 16, 15, 16? Can't remember. 15 or 16 ender pearls to be able to sort of start doing some hunting for the end city. But I mean, we have some iron tools. We have some leather equipment. We are not ready to face an ender dragon yet. And to be honest, I don't want to do it either, because I think it's so easy to sort of, once you have your fully enchanted netherite armor and tools, as well as kill the ender dragon, it's so hard to feel that the game hasn't just ended. And it's hard to stay motivated when there's nothing left to do. Hello. Come and get some. That's why I build this sort of temporary structure this way. They can see us, but they can't reach us. And that way we can kill them. So, if we made the doors, but apparently I took them like this. We can add it from the outside, then it's going to be flushed. Then we have no depth. Or we can add it from the inside, and it's not flushed, and we have some depth. Ah, you can find. So basically you need to run around killing 100 ender dragons so your FPS comes back, because your game is lagging. Are the ender dragons sort of flying all over, or are they at a specific location in like a cave or something like that? Because then it would be easier. You can just spawn a netherite bow with some ouch. That's not nice. And you can just begin to kill them off. If they are all over, it's going to be hours trying to hunt them down, right? Look at that. And we need a stair. Our first stair. As soon as we have stairs, we are coming more into... So, oak or spruce? I think spruce. Spruce wood stair. Like that. And I'm gonna... Look at that! We have some sort of start structure. Okay, by spawn. Okay, cool. That means as soon as this has finished smelting, I'm gonna take rid of this and... Oh, yeah, come here. We need to start to move this out of the way. Yeah, of course. I'll do it like this. Boom. I have no clue how to build this. We should probably, if we are smart, we would start to do some sort of basic flooring already. But I'm not ready on how I want it to look actually. So with that said, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. But we are safe to make more chests. So I think that it will be more logical to actually set up a new chest temporary here. I'll add the crafting table there. Also because I have no clue how to design it yet. Let's make 2 chests here. That way we can start to add our materials back. We need the bed so we don't forget that. Spawn point is set. Then I'll just start to sort of move the inventory from that chest to this chest. I will do it like this. Carry as much as possible and we'll just add back to what we want before we go on more adventures. I think we should continue. We need to go out and chop some trees and replant them because we are using up wood really quick. Both as fuel because I don't want to use the coal because we're going to need that coal. I always feel that I end up needing more coal than I'm actually producing, especially if we are... Have I already filled? Yeah, let's be structured. I think we should do like this. And we are about to move inside for the first time. Let's add that chest. And I think this chest is going to be our temporary, but less temporary in current. So it's an upgrade for wood. That way we know upper chest is for some type of wood. Lower chest can be for stone. That means we should probably, because you can never have too many chests, right? So now we know wood. Let's make some birch, because we are currently not using birch. Let's add a third chest, and the third chest is going to be for random items, I think. Like that. That means that we can have, I think for wood, we could probably also do what's growing. That would make sense, right? So we have wood and we have organic materials like that. And let's add the saplings down here so they are quick to find, as well as the food. We'll organize this like this. So, and then we should take all the stone and ores and different fuel into the other way around. Sorry, it should be here, and then we take random items like this: bone and feather, leather, water buckets, wool, dirt. So we have stone here, and we have some dirt, we have some gravel, add the ores, we have more ores, this, and then in the upper chest we will just add all these random items. Now we have 15 rotten flesh. That means we have 14 cooked. We should be good to go for a while, actually. I'll add, I think the coal should go, of course. We have wool. Let's add this here. And I think the dirt's gonna go. It's not organic, but it's more logical to have it here. I think it's more of a building material. And the reason why I'm actually saving dirt is for the pathway. As well as sort of need to do some terraforming, obviously, here. Okay. I think we have enough for now. So let's stop sorting stuff, because it's obviously not that fun to look at, as well as we need to be productive. We don't have time to stand still like we currently are doing. So we need probably not fishing for a while. I think the arrow should go here and our bow should go here. Like this. Now we are organized. And always bring some sort of temporary building block, and I use dirt. That way we could like make the Enderman cage, as well as if we need to jump on something, because we don't have scaffolding. And I think this looks very boxy currently. It's just a big box, right? That doesn't look good. But we will add stuff to this, but I'm not ready to do that yet. We should add a beam, maybe some buttons. I'm still picturing maybe a second floor that should be not aligned with this one, but maybe start here and end here. And I think it should be two. I don't want to use the roof of this structure as the floor of the second one, so it needs to be at least 2 blocks thick. And I think even if we do it 3 blocks thick, we would have a possibility for a middle layer. I mean, if this is like this, if this is the floor of the second floor, that means we can have one material here. And if this is the roof of the first floor, we can have another material here. We could also build it like this from down. We can have different sort of levels, not to make it as flat, but also if we are in need of, for example, add some redstone between the floors, we could do that without it being actually visible. We could also add some lighting and then add a trapdoor on this. So I think when building a structure like this, it's smart to think ahead. And I also think to be able to end up all the way up here or here, we don't want to dig all this out just to be able to have sort of somewhere around 5 up. and 5 because it's an odd number. I also believe that by going 3 up, we probably will be closer to this level and make it easier to build. So that's the thought about that. That means that this should be the ceiling. And we need this visible. So I mean, by adding a slab here, we should still have this visible. But the big question is going to be, should we have like wooden ceiling or a stone ceiling? Should we have wooden floors or stone floor? And I think for like a mountain base like this on the first floor, I would say would be much more logical to have stone, because that's how you would build it in the Middle Age. You would come here with your pickaxe, you would start to sort of carve your sort of house out, and you would probably just save the wood floor. But I think if you built a second structure, that would be more logical if you actually used wood. So I think for second floor, we're going to use wood. And for the first floor, we're going to use stone. And if we know that, then we know we could use stone here as well. But I think for an outside structure, it would be more logical to add some stone bricks. Ah, nice. Good for you. Nice, you're having some progress on your problem. Did I make... yes, I did. So that's sort of how I'm thinking about this. And also, it's done. So let's get rid of this as well. I also think that we should cover part of this up with stone bricks. Because if we do that, it won't be that flat and boxy looking. Can we call it boxy? Now we actually have managed to accumulate quite a bit of stone actually. So when we start to work on our mine, we need to save some cobblestone because we need to texturize, right? Just look at this. We have a stone floor. It doesn't look good. But if I take out this block and add a cobblestone, if I take out this block, add it, oh, not dirt, cobblestone, immediately this having some life to it. Just imagine, let's do this. Let's take this stone, make ourselves some stone bricks. I haven't found an andesite yet, because I mean we haven't been exploring, but as soon as we sort of start opening up the mine, I think we should have abundance of stone. But I think like if that's a stone brick and if this is a stone brick, and it's logical to have cobblestone in relation to the stone brick, because it's sort of, if this would be the surface stone, under that you had some brick, and if you sort of wear this surface off, then you will have the cobble visible, but then this shouldn't be cobbles, but I think that could be andesite. So, and this should probably andesite, so it doesn't look, and I think add an andesite here, and then brick. You have started to texturize the surface, and it starts to look so much more alive instantly. So we need to put on the list, let's find some andesite. But the reason why I did this, why we started to doing, sort of jumping ahead and doing some texturation isn't English, texturizing this, is also because I sort of wanted to show you what I meant with. So we should also, now when we have stone, we'll take this stone and make some stone stairs and some stone slabs, and we need some cobblestones and cobblestones and cobblestones like that. So now we are starting to have some building materials. The problem with stone stairs is that if we put them down and break them, we end up with cobble. So we need to be careful with that. That's the upside with slabs from stone bricks, as well as stone brick stairs and slabs. If we break them, we still end up with stone bricks because we don't have silk touch. So with that said, I'm actually going to use the cobblestone. Not because I think cobblestone here is going to look good, but because I don't want to put down a stone slab and realize I don't want it there and then break it and end up with a cobblestone. And then I need to smelt more cobblestone back into stone. It's just a waste of time and resources. So currently we just need to have some imagination how this could look from a stone perspective. So I think if that was, it shouldn't be a slab, doesn't look good. If it's a stair, and this is what I meant with sort of starting to covering up the structure. I think that would make more sense, but now I see I have made an error here. I think that if we start to do on this level, it's going to be a big flat surface here. And I'm not sure, I would probably want to have maybe a wooden stair here before we sort of enter the structure. That means it's too flat. So we should have put this one level up. It's not a huge issue, but it is an issue. So we need to make a decision right away. Should we have the possibility to sort of step into the house? Or is it okay if it's flat? Because if we start to dig this out, we will end up having to dig all this out. And I don't think that's going to be fun at all. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I'm fairly comfortable, to be honest. We want to step into the house. We also... But the problem then is if we step into the house, then we need to start to dig out the house at this level. Because I mean, if the main floor is stone, there's no reason to first dig out this level to add stone back. Back to the reason we don't have silk touch. Let's kill you. Like that. Which means maybe it's makes more sense to step down into the house. That means that we can't make it up into the house, of course. And in that case, you should step down into the house. And then we are back to then this level. Oh, so much decisions. It's kind of hard to start from nowhere and just make good decisions. It's a little bit of trial and error. But once we have made these decisions, we are good to go. It's just the first few blocks that's going to be a problem. And I mean, as I said, I haven't cheated. I don't think that's fair. I mean, I could have made a copy of this world, made it creative. We spent the entire evening yesterday sort of, oh, good. Did you get rid of all the ender dragons? Please tell me yes. I would be so happy for you. No more ender dragons and no more lag. So either step down, because then we just have a few blocks we need to remake. Yes, good for you. Congratulations that you got rid of that. And be careful giving back that admin command to your friend, right? I think you need to keep that to yourself. But also, I mean, But if we were to add, like, let's say we have stairs like this, and then the floor, so we sort of step up into the house, then we need to raise the floor. And it wouldn't be logical to step down, then have some sort of entrance to step up again. No one would build like that. And we are in a sort of recession here. Recessed. Oh, poor him. Yeah, I guess he brought that on himself, but still, poor him. So, do you want to help us decide? Lizard? Reppy? You want me to call you Reppy or Reppy the Lizard or Lizard? Reppy. I would say Reppy. Should we step up into our home or step down into our home? What would make more sense? Because I don't want to end up terraforming 1 million blocks just because I made a decision to go 1 block up or down. So as a rippy, yeah, cool. So we could either step up into the house. We can leave it level, but I don't think that's an option because it will become too flat. I would want to build on the outside like this. So we need to sort of partially cover this up in stone from the outside so it doesn't become so boxy. So probably step up, but it could be step down as well. Up, yeah, step up. That means, but did you agree on we should have stone as like the base floor material? Base floor doesn't mean that we couldn't have like a room here where you step up into the room and there you have wood. That would make sense, and that makes for more type of materials and textures. But before we can even add that, we need to start to decide on the first sort of front. As I decided on the... Whoa, hello? Did we just end up with it like a creeper farm? There are so much creepers. No, you don't. Yeah, so step up and we can have stone. Okay, cool. That means that this might be too... No, it's not too dark. I think that's gonna be... But I think... You know what I think? I think to make it a little smoother, the transition, we don't want to use stairs, we want to use... Whoa, we have a full inventory. Like this. Let's get rid of some cobblestone then. I think if we... Yep, that's it. So we step up. That means that we should probably take a plank. Could try oak as well. Nope. That's it. And then we should raise all this again. So can add the door back, which means we could add that back. Yeah, that's something. Wow, 1 gigabyte. I think the current world we have here is like 2 megabytes. Because I haven't explored anything else like this, because we are like 2 hours into this. A little bit of difference. 1 gigabyte, that's a huge world. Please tell me, what have you built? That you must have like a huge world. Do you like this? Did we make a good decision? I think we did, right? And that means we can start to sort of come back out with... I'm gonna add a stone block. Like this. More stone. That means it should be like almost recessed. Can you say that? Recessed? No, probably not. Into like... I shouldn't have added that. Which means should take away this block. And I want to add this. That means you could probably end up... I'm actually gonna use a cobblestone, but I think it should be stone. That means we sort of have some textures. Minigames. Cool. Work on the hub. What does that mean? Work on the hub. Is it a hub like the place where people in your world are gathering? I always dreamt of sort of together with other people build this huge medieval city where you could have like different quarters in the city, all built in survival. Like, so if you go into the like the butcher districts. That's where you have like villager in trading stations. So sort of rather than your classical single world, you have like an area with here's my iron farm, here's my trading hall, and so on. I would want to build like more of a city. So you would go to the like stone district to get your stone. You would get to your, yeah, I think you get it. And I think that's one of my dreams. But I don't know people that are building. And I mean, it would require first sort of building like a starter base. And then from that starter base, sort of create a resource center. And then from that resource center, start to build that city. Yeah, I hope that too. No more command blocks. So we shouldn't have cobblestone here. It would be nice to have like half a block covering this. Like that. But I'm not sure we have any. Let's add a... Whoa. Stair like that. I mean, we are covering too much. So that won't look good. Might actually work with some cobblestone there. Then I don't think that should be. I think that would work, wouldn't it? And then probably we should definitely get rid of that. What happens if we actually put, actually need to do, let's get rid of some of the stuff we have here. The bone and the flesh, so we have some room in the inventory. I'm actually gonna jump up a little bit so we are seeing what we are doing. I think here what would look good, because then you would notice this from the stair would make sense to have that there as well. Scaffolding! Give me scaffolding! No, no more lag. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have the 5th. Should we have a 5th level? Yes, and then the beam. XP drops. What's that? Oh, yeah, because you killed them all. Yes, probably. Could be what they are sort of accumulating. That would make sense. So I think, yep, we need, it means we should have one of those there. Maybe, no, I don't think we should have any more of those. No birch. So we need more stripped oak wood, and we don't have that currently, so we need to plant oak. Like that. Creeper! Boom! Boom! So 1, 2... Looks huge some way. Did I make it too high? I'm gonna actually sacrifice a little bit of the roof. So I'll add cobblestone, just because it's easier. So if that would be slabs, we would still see the beam, and we need to not forget that we should be on this location. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's why it feels so high. I need to cover this up. But if we cover that up, no, it can be visible on the front, which means that's going to be the correct level. Okay, cool. Then we know. That means also we can't save the stone, but we could use. I'm not sure even why I'm killing the cobblestone. But we can save the bricks. So, with that said, let's add stone back. And I think we can just decide that we had a fairly good pattern. So, let's add stone. So we don't have to take it away again. Like that. And should we step on cobble? Nah, I don't like that. I think we should step on a brick. What? Sorry. Brick. Yep, that's it. Brick there. Brick there. Cobblestone here. I want some andesite here as well. No, it doesn't actually. I was looking at buying a RTX. I do some video. I have two 1080 Ti, and I mean the performance I get from video work, it just the next step to justify an upgrade with the current prices on graphic card, I don't think it's worth it, because it's going to be like a $1,500 graphic card times 2 just to get something better, or maybe even $2,500 per graphic card. I mean, it's just crazy. The prices now are just silly. So no, I don't have RTX, and that's something I'm very sorry that I don't, because I think Minecraft on RTX looks amazing. I want to have shaders as well, but yeah, currently this is how it has to look. And of course, okay, we're gonna leave it like that. We don't have andesite, so there's no reason trying to do some texture. And obviously, we messed up with the ovens and so on. We need to raise this, and I'm not sure how we do that the fastest. Get rid of this. Probably gonna do like this. And let's just there the chest. And that needs to go. Of course, we need to clear some roof space. Can't even remember, what did we have? We said we should have, yeah. So in this chest we should have the wood. And in this chest we should have this stuff. And let's get rid of the bed, because we need that, and sleep in it. Do you have ray tracing RTX graphic card on your system? And more, no. There's the wood. I did it wrong again. Wood. And then all the other stuff here. It should not be like this. We should have wood. Rid of that. Oh, this is boring. I'm sorry. I apologize for back and forth, but I think with the help of Rippy, we made a good decision to raise everything one level, and we need to do that before we can actually start to build for real. It's better to okay, cool. It looks good, right? And then we should have the stone in the bottom layer like this. So, organize from start. I think that's a nice rule. If you stay organized from start and you take your time to make good decisions early, then we don't have to spend unnecessary. And remember, maybe it felt like a long time. I spent like almost 30 minutes debating should we go up one or down one. But we are just 2.5 now, 3 hours into this new world. There is no reason to rush big decisions. Because once we have created our world, once we have started to build on our like base, it's gonna take so much work redoing it, and I know how it goes. You never rebuild from start. Have you built it? You have built it. So I think it's better to be smart early. Spend that extra time making the hard and educated decisions. So we made a decision with the help of Reppy. Thank you, Reppy. That it's more logical and it will look better to step up into the house. So that's what we needed to redo it. Now we have, and as I was a little bit quick on the trigger to set down furnaces and stuff like that, we need to just fix that quickly. But now I would say we are finally good to go again. Like this, and we need more. Wonder how many times I need to open those before I learn. We have some fuel. Now we have some stone. Look at this. Our world. It's going to be our house, our home. Did we sleep? Yes, we did. That looks good. Let's take that. And we have sort of started to make some buildings to start to cover up the front side. I think once we have we need to start to build more now. Otherwise, we will never have sort of a feeling. And I think maybe even the upside of floor 2 could be open. Obviously, we need a door so we don't have mobs running into our base. But I think this level could be open. And eventually, when we have an elytra so we can fly, we could fly into our home as well. So I think probably spend more of the structures on the second floor than the first floor. So maybe fairly quickly we can go from first floor up to second floor. So we don't need to build a huge base on the first floor. That's my current thought. But we also will need some sort of structure for level 2. And to do that, we need more spruce, stripped and ordinary. It's torn, so stripped, ordinary. And it should go on this direction because it's a beam. So we need more oak. I'm actually going to make the decision to take away this really ugly frame that we have sort of been our shelter for some time now. That way we have much easier access on how the front side needs to look. And with that decision, we need to start to fight more zombies, but we don't mind. But if we look at this, it's very boxy. But don't worry, we need to fix that. And I think we should fix that with the structure. So we're going to fix it with how we cover this up. So I sort of wanted recessed. Recessed, is that the word? Yeah, recessed into the structure. So I think just by like adding a upside down stair like there, maybe add an upside down stair here and here, we sort of start to get a little bit of a different level. In the corner, we most definitely going to need an upside. I'm gonna make a decision. It's gonna be stone. Just to show you. So by adding this like that, we cut off the corner. So it starts to look not that boxy right away. And I also think maybe even take this stone structure out here. So it can be a hole here. Could maybe add some lighting, not lightning. Maybe some a plant behind this, just to sort of give it a little bit of texture. So cobblestone, andesite, some stone bricks. So we need to start mining as well, so we get some andesite. Is it even named andesite? Anderite? I can't even remember. I think you know. Could probably even use gravel to add some texture to this. And of course, could be from that point. I think we have cobble on this side, so should probably even cut off that corner completely. I think that's gonna look good. And then I think some stairs in cobblestone or stone bricks on the upper side here is gonna help with sort of hiding that it's a little bit boxy currently. I think this added, but we will need stone there. Gonna use slabs for different type of levels as well. And then let's open the stone chest. Let's go out here. Yes, I can hear the zombies. Like that. Hello. So, hello. We have stone. We have the bricks behind that. We need to cover that up on this side. It needs to be sort of a non-boxy structure. This is a little bit too boxy for my taste. Might add a slab here. No, we're gonna add a slab here. And I think it should be stone brick. Let's try that, because we can also get rid of that. No, that cover up's too much actually. If we add, let's see, 1, 2, 3, it's an upper slab. We could actually position something there. I think we should cover this up with some vines and some organic growth that will come down from the ceiling as well. That would probably make it less boxy. And I think when we start to add the second floor, it's gonna make more sense. And I think I'm gonna make a decision to recess. I'm not even sure if I'm using that word correctly, but sort of one level more into the mountain. So if the pillars for first floor are here, then in depth, the pillar for the second floor should be here or on the outside. That way we will have more depth. And I think that's also going to help with sort of this currently a little bit boxy design. But I'm happy. I think this will work. Might work just with adding like a slab. Yeah, that will work. Should we leave that? I think. No, we shouldn't cover up the pillar. That won't work. Should want to have a half block like that. Maybe a wall. A wall block would be half a block out. So let's do that on this side. Stone wall. Yeah. But let's do one thing first. I'm gonna take this. I just make it upside down. Steady stone in the bottom. How hard can it be? Let's take this and add a stone pillar. Brick. Yep, that will work. And then some cobble here. Probably a stair. That should probably andesite. It should be Suligan. Z-E-U. Zooligan. Z-E-U-L-E-G-A-N. Zooligan. I think. If it's not, let me know. Oh, nice. Rotten flesh. Oh, it's almost 12 o'clock. I'm gonna end the stream at 12 o'clock for today. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We are currently streaming as often as we can this week, just to get a little bit of a flying start, but then probably 2 or 3 times a week for this season, because I want to get a head start. I want to build... I mean, I know I've been slow today, but it's been a lot of decisions. I think this with a... Where are you? I hear you. There you are. Come on. Oh, creeper. Run, forest, run. I don't want to destroy our new home right away. That was close. What about my word? Yeah, what about it? It sounds cool. 1 gig. I want arrows. So, yeah, when I stop streaming, I promise to help you if you still needed help. But I'm not entirely sure if you still needed help, because it sounded like you sorted it. Bone like that, and we need our food, of course. There we go. Food there. So apparently I got rid of all the bows. That's not smart. So, and what will make and break a build like this is of course lighting. So we will need to find a lot of iron so we can make some lanterns. And with the lanterns, when we start to light this, maybe we need a full block probably here, so we can add a chain and then add a lantern on each side. But that's for later. I think some stone bricks to sort of frame. I almost hit them. That would have been stupid. But I think it's time to go to bed. I can see you through your menu, yeah? Macaper, this is one. That's the username. M-A-C-A-P-E-R. It's a long story why I have that name. So, did we... we have 2. So, we have started to get more... I'm sloppy. I think with the path we started with, this is sort of... We're coming down the mountain. We are here. Boom. That's our pathway. You ugly ass creeper. Look at that. Added a friend. Thank you. Now you have added me as a friend. So we can sort it. Yep. I will accept that as soon as I'm done with the stream. Okay. He killed our pathway. Let's wait with that. So we could come here. I think we should have some sort of gate here. I think it's the Olympics in zombies currently. And then when we come down here, we will have the pathway, the big house there, and we have the front side of this. It's gonna look good, but I forgot the saplings. So 20 minutes, and then I will come help you, Reppy. Yeah. We don't need the flesh, so get rid of that. But we need saplings. So apparently I left that in the stone chest. We needed that in the organic chest. Like this. So, but I think we should plant more spruce when we chop that down. So let's take, but I need more oak, obviously, because we started to build with oak, which means we have sort of set a tone, so we need more oak. We had an oak here, but we killed it. So let's start to think. Yeah, do a little. I'm in Sweden, so I mean it's lunchtime here, and I'm actually gonna start work at 1 o'clock, and I'm gonna work until 5, and then I mean I have a lot of hours I can help you. I'm not gonna stream and probably not game for myself, but I can log on Minecraft to help you for a while if you want. So if you want to London, London is in England. I'm in Sweden actually, but I'm close to London time. It's plus 1 hour, 2 hours even. It's the same time as Paris. Is it 4 a.m. where you are? Where are you in the world? It's always nice. I think that's the amazing thing about the time and the digital world we are living in. You never know actually where physically people are located. I think it's part of the charm. So 4 a.m. could be in a lot of places in the world, but maybe in the US. Still have a lot of family. I forgot some dirt blocks as well, so let's do this. Stupid of me. Let's add more oak, and we said let's add oak up here because we're currently building more with oak, but we should take the spruce and plant outside of the mine that we haven't worked on. And I might even do a second stream today, depending on how much work. I'm sort of, this week is sort of semi-off. So if I don't have to do any work, I actually might do some gaming. And I would want to have some progress on this world. So I might actually stream a second session today as well. Oh, really? I love Chicago. I have a lot of family in Chicago. My niece lives in Chicago, and my bigger brother lives in Wisconsin, but more on the border to Illinois. So they are like 2 hours with a car from Chicago. And there I also have my second niece. His children then, obviously. So I've been there a few times. But I sort of have made some life changes lately the last year, and I've started actually doing photography, and I dream of coming to Chicago for a week just doing photography. Some of my idols in street photography are sort of living and taking pictures in Chicago. It's an amazing looking city, especially when I started photography. I sort of started to look at my surroundings a little bit differently. And the first time I was in Chicago was actually the first time Chicago Bulls won the NBA with Jordan. So I remember it was 1 million people hitting the streets to that, what's it called? It's not Battery Park, but the big park in the city center, to celebrate the return of the heroes, the Chicago Bull team. I mean, this is a long time ago. It's like even in the 80s maybe, or even early 90s. That's the first time I was in Chicago. I love it. It's an amazing city. But I've never been in Chicago, the city Chicago, as a grown person. Last time I was in sort of flew to Chicago, we actually went straight to Wisconsin because it was the wedding for my niece. So I never got to visit and then be in Chicago. We just literally flew by. And how old are you? If I may ask. It's not important, I'm just curious. 4 a.m. is late. You should probably go to bed, right? So, here is going to be the mine. It's the entrance to the shaft, and I think we should do some tunneling there. And the reason I wanted it here is that now we are on Y63 instead of 85. And I think it could be nice to have a design pathway with some stairs and some lightning and bushes and some sort of organic vegetation as well. And probably going to need to get rid of a lot of these trees. And that's at least how I'm sort of picturing it. That's why we started to make the decisions as we did when we started. Let's replant some of the trees. And I think this area here we can make a little bit of like a probably some storage, not shelters, but some storage location for like ores, and we can have some sort of loading dock, maybe even eventually build a big boat or a ship. Okay, cool. Maybe next time then. I would love to. And now you added me as a friend, so we can do that whenever. Hopefully I will spend more time playing Minecraft and be online, and if I am, you will see, because I have 13 minutes left before I will end this. And then I actually need to go on a short break, because I need to get some lunch. I'm starting to be hungry. I missed breakfast. Maybe, I don't know, yeah. Either way, it sounded like you sorted most of your problems at least, and that makes me happy. I think, as we said, 5 in, 5 wide. But next level, I think I'm actually gonna go into 3. So we're gonna make it more narrow. Okay, cool. I should probably bring some furnace down here as well. So when we start to dig out this shaft in the mines, we could start to create some stone as well. You will know when you wake up, right? Either you have or you haven't. If I'm online and you are online and you feel that you want to sort of show the world, or if you still need help, I will help you. And if you are still sleeping, or if we don't, I can at least say that it's been a pleasure having you here. Keeping me company for this second stream of my life doing Minecraft. And maybe it's not been the most exciting 2 hours, because we have started to make some decisions on build directions that will influence every single decision we make from here on. So I think it's always a little bit slow in the beginning. And the reason for that is I didn't want to cheat and spend hours in creative just sort of planning ahead and then just duplicate that while streaming. I mean, you could do that. I shouldn't call someone doing that a cheat. It's just not the way I would want to do it. I think that would probably be a better way to phrase it. So I'm thinking and planning while I'm currently gaming. So this is live, this is stream. So I have no plan. The plan we form together, and we form it as we build. That means we're gonna make some really good and some really bad decisions. And that's also why some things take a little bit more time, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pillar here. And pillar here. And then let's clear this as well. So I think I'll add a 5th column here. We should add some sort of roofing. I think I'm actually going to do that in wood as well. Probably spruce, oak, spruce trapdoors. We should probably use some stairs, a lot of different levels. And the further down we come from here, it should be a little bit more narrow and a little bit. So I think we should still stick with 3. So 1, 2, 3, pillar, pillar. So if this is the pillar, that means that we should add the pillar here for the third. That means that this needs to go, but then this will be still like a recessed wall, so we can have, again, texture and depth. It's a lot of gravel. Brr. But this needs to go, of course, so let's bring this in just to get a bearing. That means that if we add a pillar, so this needs to be a pillar, that means that this can actually be a pillar. That way we have double pillars. I think that could look good. That means if this is the roof pillar, it's on even all the way up here, isn't it? Yep, it is. So pillar, roof pillar going here. That means that if this pillar that's going to be standing here, that should probably be here. That way we have sort of started to take the roof height down. I think that would make sense. So pillar here, 1, 2, 3, pillar. That means we should clear here. Should have brought the spruce. I actually did. Thought I forgot. That means if we do like this, I'll show you. That will look good. And then, no. Wrong button. So we have a pillar like that, and then it should go across. And as it's a pillar and a beam, it should be like this if it's even visible. And then we have the pillar. Then we're gonna add a second pillar here. And we added a second pillar here. And I think we should add a cross beam here. And it's a beam. Hello. Like that. So that will sort of, hope we don't get dead when we pop out here. Like that. So you could see that it's sort of starting to be more narrow, and that gives depth. That means that we should continue, because this shouldn't be, hello. This was the gravel, but this is where we should continue to sort of dig out. I don't want to dig unnecessary. Now also, the reason why I make this space so big, because I think I would want to dig out this area or this area, so we could have furnaces and then maybe even like a automatic minecart loader. So when we are in the mine, it will come all the way up here and unload all the stone and maybe automatically smelt them as well. And keep that down here rather than sending it all the way up to our mountain base. Or that way, because I mean, it needs to be loaded so we don't sort of send items from all the way into what's gonna eventually be our diamond mine on -58. We should first send it up here for sort of cross-docking, and then you can have like an item loader station for automatically smelted stone that goes all the way up to our base. So we can both have a storage here for stone, because it makes more sense to have stone in the mine. I actually just build a survival world 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pillar. And I built this huge auto sorter system. We're talking about 180 double chests. No, we are speaking about 700 droppers, eller hoppers, and I mean it's lagging even on this fairly good system, and I'm solo. It's still lagging, and I don't want to make that mistake just for sort of storage. So I think this time in this world, I will build an auto sorter for stone, overworld stone, here. Or here, whatever, but in relation to this mine. And then on the top side, our base, there we can have like storage, because you don't need auto sorter for like diamonds and emeralds and precious stuff. That will go in that base. And then if we have a tree farm, for example, I know you can build like a redstone automated tree, sort of tree farm. Then I think it would make more sense to put a storage system for stone, or for wood, in relation to that. So let's sort of spread out the storage. So that means if you need wood, you go to your wood farm, and if you need stone, you go to your mine, and if you need like raid items, you go to your raid farm, and that's where you should have that storage system, and so on. So we can have auto sorters, but I think it would make more sense to actually spread them out, both for not sort of overloading our current system, but as well as prevent lag, as well as, yeah, I think it would make sense from a like plausible usage situation. How would you do it in the real world? Would you put everything sort of in the bank in the same place? Or would you spread it out? Did you actually steal some tree from me? That's not nice. So, do we have the... Oh, yes we do. Okay, it's growing. That's good. So, 11:58. It's time to end the stream and go get some lunch. That's gonna be good. But one final thing before we do, let's get stone. One stone pressure plate. Both looks almost like a doormat. But that way, when we come running, we will close our door after us. So, we have some wood, and we actually, as we have started to build our mine, we ended up with a lot of cobblestone, and I think we should start just continue smelting cobblestone, so we have some building materials for both stone and stone bricks. I think inside of this mountain home, mountain base, we're gonna use a lot of stone bricks. It makes sense, I think. And apparently we got a lot of birch leaves with us as well. I'm gonna leave this because it's organic as well. We have the logs, and we have some meat and still some food. It shouldn't be there. Oh, let's keep it there. Coal and gunpowder currently goes in this chest. We didn't leave anything there, but we had coal and gunpowder there. Like this. And with that, I'm gonna end the stream. It's the second day of season 1, so it's episode 2 of Let's Play Together, and I think we did some really nice progress today. It took some time to get started, but now I think we have a plan, and when we start to sort of execute on that plan, we will see if the idea we have will hold up. So it's like a basic entrance to our mountain home. We will have a second floor that I don't think should be this sort of straight. I think we should build that with stairs and other stuff. So it's going to be more of a square hole, and I think that second floor is gonna be connected to a stair type of pillar, maybe even 3 storage, more of a front side of more traditional house slash building. And then we should build some pathways and make some sort of a front side of a house here as well. So when you enter this base from here, you will follow the path and you will see this. It should be nicely lit, and we should have some gardens, maybe some farms, and we should dig all the way through this mountain, because on the other side you have a cave just like this. So front side of this will have a front side on the other side, and in between we will build the base. That's the plan. And that's good. Feels good. And with that, dead creeper. And look at that, it's closing. I'm gonna end the stream, and I really hope to see you next time. It might be later today. Otherwise, it's gonna be tomorrow. So see you then.